Welcome to Free Game. This is the Talk Your Shit podcast.
The podcast.
We stepping into the universe, giving out free game. Want to talk to everybody, see how everybody feels, see where everybody thoughts is in the world on how everything is going right now and how they feel like what should be done and the problems and issues and ways we can try to resolve this or solutions that we can come up with together, brainstorming and shit. So I have a couple of my hosts on online with me. I have Von Sway and I have Venster X with me, and they here to talk their shit as well.
We also have the Oracle Monarch, but she's not on right now, but she'll be on.
So what y'all want to get into tonight, man? What y'all want to talk into?
Okay, so I had the conversation we had the other night. Should life
Appreciate
this is should life be fair or truthful?
So is life fair?
Vinny could break
you.
that
Yeah,
down.
nah, it ain't
You said so. You said is life fair?
Should life be fair or truthful?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is like one of the main issues that we're going through nowadays, right? Because one of the biggest things is that people are not truthful to themselves. So that question at hand, is life fair or should it be truthful? But I kind of think that life will be fair when you're truthful to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I think that when we conversate and we talk about how people they actually react to their atmosphere more than how they feel inside, right? So you don't never really be getting the real person because they're so caught up with being that representative that everybody else around them likes, not the motherfucker that they like, who they see in the mirror. So we're constantly altering our egos and our mindset to suit other individuals. And I feel like that question that you asked, I feel like life can be fair to you as long as you are truthful to the individual that you're looking at in the mirror. What
fact.
y'all think about that?
Facts. Nah, you right. Life. I mean, if you look at it this way, man, life is hard, but it's fair. You got to accept that it's hard, and the hard part is just the truth. Like it ain't gonna work in everybody's favor the same way. You know what I mean? Because we all got different journeys, and we
Mm,
all learn different. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Hey, and to go off of that you were saying, right? I think that some people also think that life is unfair because when they're looking at other people's life, they're like, damn, why they shit look like that? Or why they, you know what I mean? Why they glowing up and they doing so good, but they don't look at what those people may have had to go through to get to that point. You understand what I'm
Hey,
saying?
you took the words right out my brain. That's
Yeah,
crazy. You
yeah,
don't know what somebody went through to get to where they at. Now you saying it ain't fair, but you ain't put in the work to get there. Motherfucker might have lost a kidney, a leg, a arm,
yeah.
mama,
Whole
daddy.
family,
You know what I mean?
everything. Yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah.
lost everything. And now you saying, hey, why he get it and I don't? Well, lose your mama and kids. You know what I mean? And
Life, the way you look at life and perceive it changes. So
perception is everything.
right. So a lot of people been through a lot of pain, and we look at some people like, God damn, man, this person's serious and they on their shit, but they might have been through some stuff that made them put all the bullshit aside, right? And be like, man, listen, I can't be playing with this. You know what I mean?
Talk your shit.
For real.
Yeah, that's real right there.
Yeah, and that's like and I feel like that's why we have to be understanding of everybody, man, because like we can't be just sitting here thinking like, man, I'm the only motherfucker that's going through stuff or the only individual or that's seeing things the way they see them, It's not like
Yeah, yeah. I mean, most people don't see outside of their reality. You know what I mean? That's that
mm,
box people talk about. So they
mhm.
stuck in their reality. So whatever they going through, that's what's going on. That's it. That's all.
They can't see past it.
Nah, I don't care what you're going through. It's selfishness on top of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
Yep.
think something ain't fair, you just a selfish. Yeah, that's how that is, man.
And another thing too, there's people who might see you go through a struggle and see that life then been rough and hard on you, man. That don't even stop them from being jealous of your glow up. You know what I mean? And that's where our people got it. We got to stop that shit. Like, cause we like the only individuals, nigga, that's on the planet still doing that kind of shit. You know, we want to. We'll go spend money with every individual, every other nationality. We don't got a problem with them. We'll help them blow up. We'll see them ride down the street in the Benz, and we won't be like, "Oh man, fuck that mother." You know what I'm saying? That's Disney. Yeah. No, we don't do that. But
You praise him. You praise him.
we help them reach to that goal. But we not mad that. Oh damn, they doing good. No, but let one of our people here that we grew up with, it's like, they make it in life and they doing great. We don't congratulate that. We looking like how he get to the finish line before me.
And because most people want to start at the finish line. Shit.
Hey, you know what? And that's that microwave era. You know, we want the success. We want people to look at us like we've been accomplished, but we don't want to take the necessary steps.
Right. You got to put work in, man. Don't nobody want to put the work in. It's supposed to be for free.
See, and we give a free game right now, but that ain't how life give it up.
And shit, life gonna give it up. You gonna feel it when life give it up. You know what I'm saying? Life give it up a whole nother way.
And then that goes to another topic that came to mind when we were speaking about that about is should life be fair or should life be truthful? Um, I feel like we all have a certain purpose on why we're here, right? And I think that when we realize what what our play is, I feel like that's what individualizes us. Because growing up, I mean, in the '90s, man, it was big. It was big on being genuine and having, what I'm saying, like, what? How can I say this? Like when you can come up with your own style, and you know what I'm saying, you was unique. You know, every nowadays everything is just together. Like, what I mean? You'll see a group of people together and they all look like they went and shopped together. You know what I mean?
Copycat.
Like,
It's a copycat era.
yeah, it's more like monkey see, monkey do. And I felt like this is why we don't have those thinkers like we used to, right? And I think that's one of the things we should get back to. When we used to see those abstract, like, like, yeah, I know y'all seen them because they got them everywhere. You'll see some of the women who had an eyeliner all on her eyes, she'll have her hair all different kind of colors, but she'll be her outfit will be matching everything. She don't look like nobody, but she's unique. You
Right.
understand? But everybody will look at her and be like, man, she crazy as hell. Look at her. Look how she dressing and look at how she got. But to herself, nobody else looks like her. You get what I'm saying? So like, is she really crazy? Or is she just genuine on like herself, personal, right? Because that's what she's catering to, right? Because if she was catering to the community, she would come out looking like everybody else.
Right.
So even
I
even
feel
our
it.
even our surroundings that make you feel crazy on doing the things that you feel make you feel comfortable. Come on. That's what, and I think that's where the that originality has lost its it lost a lot of strength with that.
Yeah,
So
I mean, shit, ain't nobody authentic no more. It's all about, I mean, that's why to be tough, you gotta have money. You go to be popular. That's tough now. You know what I mean? Back in the
mhm.
day, you know what I'm saying. To really be that dude, you really had to be that dude. So you know what I mean. They didn't commercialize that dude now, so that dude don't really even get his radio play no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah.
you can be artificial now, man. That's the new real. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Being artificial.
yeah.
And the new fake is the real motherfucker. So, it is what it is on that, man.
Yeah. But and I think that goes with just the era that we're in, that everybody just feels it's easier to just look like the mannequin. Just what I mean.
Right,
Okay, they put that on. Okay, that must be how I should wear it. You know,
right.
and I think that's how, when they see somebody else in it, like they got the J's on, and they'll, instead of be like, well, shoot, let me go and see what matches this that's similar to this. They'll be like, man, shit, what he had a Dodgers outfit on with a hat. Shit,
Yeah.
I'm about to go get the same thing.
And you
Why
don't remember
try?
the DOC? You remember the
Yeah,
doc?
yeah,
You remember
why
he said
try?
originality is a must whenever I bust. Remember that shit? That
Yeah, man.
was his lyrics. Originality is a must. So it's not being original now. You're a weirdo.
Yeah.
And the weirdos is the normal people. You know what I'm saying? And the normal people is the weirdos. Everything is in reverse now.
And and everything is being really just made how can I say this? It's more like it's acceptable. You know what I'm saying? Like, like even when like the skinny jeans and shit came around, right? I was like, man, I said, man, what the fuck? I said, how y'all getting in them shits? I said, them shits look crazy. I'm like, them shits look like they supposed to have like stretch marks on them. But I'm like, we gotta learn how to reject some of this shit. You understand what I'm saying? Just because they putting it out there, we do not gotta catch it. And
But a lot of stuff is common sense, and a lot of people don't have that around these parts. Like, it don't make sense to be in those skinny jeans. I seen rock stars wear them, but not everyday people. Hell, half of them damn women don't even wear them jeans that damn tight.
hey man, what I'm trying to tell you.
That's that feminine shit. And back in the days, you see a motherfucker with some tight ass jeans on, he gonna get the business, ain't he?
Oh man, hey, for sure. And guess what, too, right? Speaking on that, I had to ask some OGs too about that shit they was doing in them 60s and 70s. I said, yo, man, I seen some of them damn one piece outfits, man. What the fuck? What, what, what was that? I'm like, what was
Hey,
that?
hey, what you call them, cuz?
It was a one piece, man, like a onesie. I'm like, these niggas was wearing onesies, man, with the big brown, you understand me, with the, you
Hey,
know, the
hey,
platforms and shit, you know what I mean? They had the furs and shit on too, man. But I'm just like, yo, nigga, I probably would have
oh,
never.
The
I
only
the
probably
the
would
one
have
piece.
only
never.
person that could get away with that was Prince.
Thank you.
And
Thank
Mike
you.
and Michael
Michael Jackson
Jackson
couldn't even
too.
get away with
No,
that.
he
You know
got
what I
Yeah,
mean?
he
nah,
he
Mike
had he
couldn't.
had the bell bottom, so we're gonna let Prince
Right.
get away with that, and
Prince.
Michael get away with the
Prince.
bell
That's it.
bottom.
Hey, my dude said a
Yo,
one piece. Hey,
man,
I
them
forgot
niggas,
about that. You crazy.
yo, and them shits used to flare. They used to
Nah,
flare
but
at
look,
on the
they
sleeves
need their
and
ass whooped in them one pieces. See, that should have got whooped in. That should have
yeah.
never came through the door. Nah, nah.
See, that was the introduction to them skinnies, man. You know, they did those one pieces like they did them skinnies. Okay, they snuck them in on us. Okay, but nah, we saw that. We saw that. You know,
A lot of stuff is coming back into style, but a lot of style shouldn't been brought back.
see, and that's the thing, right? Like you said, a lot of because that's what our originality is. It's everybody's style. Our culture is the culture for the world. Okay, like when you look around and you see everybody, man, they watching to see what we do, right? That's the
Right.
whole point. That's the whole point that I'm making. When we're talking about motherfucker just put them skinny jeans in and shit. I mean, like I was like, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause like it didn't make no sense. So like
Hey, look at it.
some people accepted it though. Hey,
Hey, like I like what you said when you said our culture. See, now they using these imposters, right? So they using imposters and they giving them money because everybody follow money in imposters today. So now they dressing up these imposters and they giving these imposters money and everybody is following them. Them ain't the people to follow. You can't follow no entertainer anyways.
Tupac warned us about them motherfuckers. He warned. He said it was imposters, nigga, that was amongst us. Okay. And then we wonder why we don't get along with everybody, even family members, man. Everybody, everybody ain't kinfolk. Just cause they look like they got the same that no. It don't even matter if they was in the same bloodline as you. That don't mean nothing. Nowadays, we starting to because we're good. We're getting out of this physicality kind of way of thinking because the Aquarian age is coming in. So this is more of a thought. Like this is why you have to be in mental. You have to be in a mental capacity, and this goes back to what we originally was talking about self, knowing thyself. When you know thyself, man, you know what irks you, you know what makes you happy, you know what makes you tick, you know what gives you drive, like ambition. Like, listen, man, now you create what you want because you give yourself the energy behind knowing, okay, I know how this gonna make me feel, so ain't even no reason to play myself. That's
But
how
we wake up and play ourselves every morning though.
come
Say
on.
we this is the age of people to wake up, but we still wake up and operate under a system that got you programmed to go against yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you try to break out of that, 90% of people that's around you gonna shackle your ass back in it. You know what I mean? Unconsciously, because you're
Man,
gonna keep the peace.
now check it right. Now speaking on what you just said, Von always be breaking down shit, be like, man, this mental health in this town is so bad, right? But I kind of feel like the mental health that they dealing with is self-doubt. You know, you got to think about it, right? Most people, when the thought comes their head and then they get an idea, they usually have the idea, it be correct, and what they want to do be correct on how they want to go about it, right? But
Right.
once they second guess they self, man, shit, they be like, man, I don't even know. I don't even think this shit gonna work. I ain't even no reason to me to. So this is what's one of the biggest challenges when we're dealing with. We talk about mental health, right? Like it's me not believing in myself, which will create a mental blockage, right? That will have me anything that I think of, I'm not gonna be able to really create it because I already self doubted myself that this shit ain't gonna amount to nothing.
But why you think
Subconsciously,
that self doubt come along though?
man, listen, and
Because you're
that's
already told what to do in a system.
It,
So
it's
you
it's
gotta go against yourself.
yep.
it's like when you growing up, the trauma. If somebody saying you ain't gonna be shit, you ain't gonna do shit, and then you
Huh.
just believe that shit.
Cause it's
Yeah.
kind of easily to believe when you hear this from child, you know.
Yeah, you can be molded like that, but at this point where we at, you know what I'm saying? We know better. And that's that
Yeah.
saying, you know better, you do better. But we know better and refuse to do better because, you know what I mean? We held up under some umbrella of confusion of we got to do this or we got to do that to survive. In reality, desperation and being scared or whatever you want to call it, we scared to step away from stuff that we know we got to step away from. It ain't
Yeah,
gonna get no better.
right.
It ain't
If you
gonna get
don't
no better.
create, you got to create that better life that you see.
But it's
You
like
can't be waiting for somebody.
it's the same like as the confidence, like with the self doubt, like because like even when I was growing up, I was never like, oh, like my family. Listen, my uncles played so damn much. They even called me ugly, like with your ugly. So I ain't think nothing of it because I was a tomboy. But that made me grow up. I didn't care about my looks to the point of being cocky and stuck up and conceited and stuff. So now that I'm older, I know I ain't ugly like them motherfuckers said, but some people be living with that self doubt because they think because their loved ones said it that is right, and just because they not all right. Like that's like somebody saying like, "Listen to me, I'm your father," or "Listen to me, I'm your mother," or "I brought you in this world, I can take you out." Like, no, you can't. You could be in jail. Like the fuck. like so, it's like the believing what somebody else said and they don't be telling the truth, but they'll put that little ping in your brain, like the thought of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you got a point there because the main thing, you know how they used to tell us back in the day, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words that never hurt me.
Words will never hurt.
Man,
That's a
shit,
lie.
that's a
Words will tear
damn
your
lie.
ass up.
Hey, listen, I ain't even ever got hit with no damn sticks and stones, motherfucker. But I know the words tore my ass up. Okay,
Them sticks and
that's it.
stones on it too. Shit.
I ain't let no nigga hit me with no sticks and no damn stones. That's why I'm saying. You feel me? But when it come down to it, like I've had people say shit to me that I was like, oh my goodness, nigga, you really feel that way? But yeah, I get it. Um, nah, they pieces of shit for that. And one of the biggest things we always have to be conscious of is that like, man, like just speaking to somebody, man, and like, you know, and saying hello, good morning, and whatever, even though good morning ain't good, but it's more or less like
You have to
sometimes, man,
now speak life to people. Like
yeah,
even
man,
with when like I know it's so much mental health in Rochester, New York that it's ridiculous, but I still be considerate of other people's feelings, even if they got mental health or some diagnosis that these doctors done gave them. Because you never know what people going through. The last conversation could be with you. You know how many times, Jamar, you done said
that's
that you spoke to the people the day before and that was the last time they were here before they transition. So, sometimes you might be their last thought. Like Jamar smoked some real, stuff to me before I left. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I could take that with me. He spoke more life into me than my own family.
Facts. And that's deep. And I believe, like, that was just part of my journey through this. I knew that, like, how, like, some people be like, man, why me? Like, why my life was so hard, and why I had to go through so much turmoil and trauma just to get to this point, and where we at right now in real time, right? It's deep because, like, when I was younger, man, I knew that it was just gonna always get worse. And I just had to be prepared for it because, like, right, when you're gifted mentally and spiritually young, you're going to you're going to have so many attacks on all kind of angles, and I think that the more aware you start being of it, right, and accepting it was just more or less like, I knew it was coming, and then when I braced for it, like, I was able to deal with a lot of the stuff instead of allowing it to trigger me to be like feeling like as if I really was less of a person because of what people were saying or how they felt, or you know what I'm saying. So it's like, yeah, I get it, man. Like, and you gotta just be strong, and that's what we talk about, the self, like knowing the self. Man, if somebody talking, saying bad stuff about you, and they speaking ill, what I'm saying, towards you or about you, right? But like, nigga, this ain't me. Shit, it ain't you. So it's
Before,
like you ain't gotta.
before I was that person, like growing up, like, well, all the stuff I've been through, it was like always, why me? But now that after I just went through a life threatening situation, I'd be like, why not me? I done been through worse. And then when I start thinking that, it got me out of situations that certain people couldn't even get themselves out of. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't get yourself out of situations like if you don't feel confident in where you at. Like certain men or even women, if you don't see it as why not me, like you could vouch for yourself. You can get yourself out of jail. You could be the whole case if you feel like why not me
Hey,
instead of why me.
when you play victim in life, you still don't get no you still don't get no what's the names off of that.
No
Like, you
pity
don't.
party.
Yeah, you don't get no pity party. So, like, people don't really be caring that you go through it. And actually, some people be actually glad that
Happy you
it be
going
hard.
through it.
Yeah. So, so, like, just imagine, right? You steady dropping what you going through, and you telling them, like, listen, man, this was hell, man. They in the back of their head, they like, yeah, motherfucker, what you get? I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? But they be like,
Instead,
oh,
instead of
I felt so
learning,
bad for you.
instead of learning from you, instead of maybe that person chose to be around you for their last days. You see what I'm saying? Like they
Hey,
just don't see it that way. They so self-centered that their head so far up their ass that they don't even understand that this could be the last time you see that person.
I got a question for Mr. X, man.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
why are people nowadays can't wish each other well, man? In life. That's something that I just ponder. It's way easier to congratulate somebody than to hate on somebody. What's your intake? Like, what do you feel like got people mindset, and just the way they view things that can make a person carry themselves in a way like this?
Uh, it's an illusion. Like our people ain't our people, and we so stuck on what somebody told us, and that's the reality that we run with. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Like Like we were talking about yesterday. We were talking about Cain and Abel. Okay, well, how he kill his brother? Or Esau and Jacob, how did he kill his brother? They the same peoples, but clearly they hated each other. So
it's an energy, right?
Right. So I think it falls to more of an understanding than an explanation, and that's the hardest part of the whole conversation, because it's only meant for those to understand. It is meant for those to understand.
Right.
You know what I mean? And when you even walk and play with the physical game, it just really break it down. Like, we fall for like people believe people doing good based off of what they see and what they perceive.
False
and then
narrative.
You got the same person that's struggling to pay their house note, struggling to pay their car note, but you from the outside looking in, you think they doing good. You know what I mean? Now you got this cat over here that's riding around in the Buick, living in a shack. You think he doing bad, but he happy. You know what I mean? Eternally. Not externally, but internally. You know what I mean? So it's just a perception on how people perceive things, man. And, we taught to believe what we see instead of what we know. That's why we all go against what we know, because who are you to know what you know and I don't know it? Right. You know what I mean? That information wasn't documented for me. I didn't get to, read it or Google it. So how'd you get it? That shit was downloaded to you, right?
Yeah.
They don't got access to that download. So, yeah, man, that's a lot of stuff that can confuse a lot of people, man, because...
Yo, that takes me right to where I wanted to go.
Shit.
Yeah, because I'm about to take it there. I used to tell motherfuckers growing up, right? Like,
right.
They didn't understand. Motherfucker used to be thinking like, "Oh man, yeah, you got good hair. Oh man, you handsome. That's why the ladies and this, that, and the third." And I used to have to let the motherfucker know. I said, "Listen, man. I said that ain't got not a damn thing to do with it. I said it's what you can say that matters. Okay." And then I'm like, y'all run around, and I'm like, and I was putting them on back then. I'm like, see, y'all thinking that's what it's about. But I'm like, I stood around those older heads that was 20, 30 years older than me. And I soaked it up. And see, this the point that we making, right? I'm gonna circle right to the point that I'm about to make. We hate on a person knowing something, but we not willing to take time to sit down with them and learn from them.
Competition.
You understand what I'm saying? So, that's the ego. So now I'm gonna allow my ego. I'm only jealous because I'm actually, you understand what I'm saying? I'm admiring your motherfucking game and what in your knowledge. See, and admiration is nothing. That's what jealousy is. And envy is a person that really admires what you can do that they can't.
Yeah, that shit demonic at the end of the day. Just say it is what it is. That shit is demonic, man.
Yeah, because
that's an evil force.
Because why wouldn't you just pull them to the side and be like, yo, because I done had some cats hate on me, and I done had some cats be like, yo, nah, bro. Nigga, man, I want to know it all, man. Just drop it on me. Like, man, I see what you're doing. Know what I'm saying? I know it's here. And it's what you saying. Like, put some game, drop some game on me.
Oh,
Now I can respect that.
I can vouch for that. Yeah, I definitely seen that you looked it fine, but that don't mean that that was gonna keep me. It was what you were saying to me that I think went over a lot of even women in your past head. They just seen you and said, "Oh, he fine as hell." That didn't keep me. It was how you guided me, and I learned from you like more than anything because you got to learn from somebody. You got to learn from everybody in this world. Everybody that you come across is a lesson, like whether it's a good or a bad one. But you got to learn. Like some people don't even
All
want to
lessons,
learn.
all lessons are good if you learn it, right? Because you shouldn't have to relearn a lesson. You feel me? Yeah, go ahead, finish what you were saying, huh?
Nah, I was just saying that you gotta just learn from people. Like I learned a lot from you. Like even how to cook. Like I ain't know how to cook. I didn't even know you knew how to cook, but that's another story for another day. That you're a great cook, and I learned from you. But like you, everybody you come across, you have to learn from them. Like even when I was telling Vinny, I was like I learned stuff from him that I didn't even know. I asked him a lot of stuff about like the Bible because I wasn't raised on the Bible or anything that had anything with any religion. I asked 𝐷 too because he dabbed into the Bible and his grandma was into the Bible. But yeah, I learned every day, like about different religion and cultures, and my daughter even helped me with a lot. So yeah, I'm just here to learn right now. Like my first 40 was a lesson. 40 years on this earth was a lesson. My last 40, I'm going out with a boom. Or
Yeah,
40 plus. I ain't gonna just leave it at 40.
yeah, yeah. You know it. But yeah, that's definite, man. Like, that's some good key pointers. I feel like you're always gonna win in life when you're willing to absorb everything up, because you just never know when it'll be vital or it can be useful in your life, right? So that's why I always treat people and intercept people with respect until they put themselves in a situation or in a predicament, or where they're not able to be respected in that line no more. You understand what I'm saying? Because I feel like we have to treat people just how they show us, right? Because in the past, we gave so many people the benefit of the doubt on, like, okay, Kinfolk was speaking on with the entitlements and shit. Just because this is a mother, or this is your dad, or this is auntie, or this is cousins and shit. Like, listen, man, yo, people, when it comes down to this good versus evil, man, listen, people will find a way to be evil towards you, because they've always had that seed in them, right? But us giving them the benefit of the doubt because this was a family member, we're overlooking it many times, right? But we saw it. Man, them days is over. You know, nah, they not tribe no more. And they never really was, right? And I think that it's a lot of things that have to take place in life. Um, and this is where we go back to those lessons. This is why I said all lessons are good lessons, because you've been around family or even friends, man, that you knew for forever, and then it'll be situations that'll happen that will bring out the real person in them that you'll end up finding out. So it's like, yeah, man, like, I don't take none of this for granted. When it comes down to whatever I've learned, and even about the individuals that I thought I knew. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I ain't know shit. I just thought I knew. I ain't know nothing.